Today we want to talk about Merlin chain. There is a new airdrop coming our way for all people that used MerlinSwap, for example. Then there are a few updates regarding other things, and all of this I want to present you in this video. So let's get right into it. First, we want to talk about the stats, how it's currently looking. So we are sitting at 3.2 billion US dollars in assets on the network. This of course went down because Bitcoin and also all the Bitcoin related assets took a hit. Our team is currently sitting at 4.73 BTC. We are close before our next milestone at 5 BTC, where everyone gets a boost on their points. So if you have not deposited yet, you can see the invite code up here. Just use it and jump in our team to get the points boost, and then later on receive the Merl token airdrop. So what were those news I wanted to talk about? First, the most important thing, you can now get your M tokens, which is basically the wrapped asset of the asset you deposited into Merlin Seal. For example, if you deposited Bitcoin, you will now get your MBTC. If you deposited USDC, you will get MUSDC, and this counts for all the other assets as well. How you can wrap your assets, you can just come over to the bridging page. So basically this page over here, and there is a button which says claiming M token. You just click it and then it will show you all the criteria here. What you should keep in mind, if you wrap your assets, you can't withdraw them one-to-one until the end of April. So there will be a slight discount between your real asset and the wrapped asset. And it will be very similar to, for example, the campaign that Manta did with Manta New Paradigm, or the new Renew Paradigm. There you can supply those assets on all the different ecosystem projects, which will be soon revealed, where you can do lending, yield farming, and therefore you need the wrapped assets, so the so-called M tokens. Then there is, of course, the disclaimer that you should revoke your assets and all this kind of stuff. And if you read through all this, you can click on apply. If you read all the important information, and then you can just click on confirm. You want to sign the transaction here. It doesn't cost you any gas fees. And then it says has applied. And within the next 24 hours, I should get my wrapped assets. So basically my M tokens. Then there was another update because the co-founder of Merlin Chain said that you can now stake Voya and Huhu, the two meme coin assets, on Merlin Seal. So basically also let them generate points for you for the future airdrops. So if you hold one of those assets, or maybe both of them, you can now bridge them into Merlin Seal and earn points with them. If you currently have them, for example, on your Unisat wallet, what you want to do is very easy. You just want to come back to the bridging page and take a look in the bottom right corner. This is now behind my face cam. There should be a purple button for Particle Network. If you click on this button, then you get your smart wallet, because for every Unisat wallet, so for every Bitcoin address you have, you also get this smart wallet, which gives you an EVM address, and you can send your assets from these EVM address to another address that you can then bridge it over into Merlin Seal to earn points with it. So just click this button, send some Bitcoin to this address that you can pay the transaction fees, which are currently at around, I would say, $1 to send the assets to another address, and then you can bridge them easily over. The next thing I wanted to mention also in regard to the two meme coin assets, Bitweb Tech is pushing them. So he is saying the cat is sailing fast today. This is of course because of the announcement, and he is talking about Huhu, which had a huge price increase. It went to 0.006 to 0.009 from the time of the announcement, and we are close to 20 million US dollar market cap again. And I, for example, hold Huhu. I bought in down here where you can see the middle blue line. I sold my initial, so I still got a bag of Huhu, of course, around, I would say, $700 to $800. And I'm now also considering bridging it over to Merlin Seal to earn those points with it. And the same counts for Voya, for example. This one also increased in price from around $4.20 to currently around, or roughly $6. Also from the time of the announcement, of course, we're sitting close to 60 million US dollars in market cap. And same plan here in this case counts for Voya. And there you can see those guys are really caring about the community. They try to give the meme coins a use case. And there is not only the use case that you can now bridge it over to Merlin Seal to earn points. No, there is another use case which I want to present you in a few seconds. This has to do with the MerlinSwap IDO. So MerlinSwap now announced their own governance token. I already spoke about this in a previous video, and they say TGE is coming within the next week. The IDO will be on the 25th on Merlin Starter, also a platform already covered in a previous video. And how the tokenomics here in this case look, we can see in this article. You can see this is the token distribution. They will provide 6% of the overall so-called MP token in a public sale. There will be 21 billion of those tokens, and they provide 20% of the overall token amount for another airdrop. So again, community first. Then the team just gets 6% and they distribute 24% in trading rewards. So if you were active and are active in the future on MerlinSwap, you will get additional tokens distributed for your actions. And all of this obviously makes me very bullish because definitely community first here in this case. No big VC dump, no big team allocation. The biggest allocation goes to the platform users. And if we take a look specifically at the airdrop, they first said, because they changed this, so this article is a little bit older, I will show you the new one as well, that 4% of the airdrop allocation will be distributed already on TGE, but not in form of the MP tokens. No, you will get another token which gets vested over a 30-day period. And then in the end, you would get a 1-to-1 ratio. This vested token is called ESMP. And they say the remaining 60% of the ESMP token will be determined through community proposals and voting. But they changed this a little bit because they saw the concerns of the community. They wrote this here in this Twitter article. And they said they increased the allocation here in this case from 2 to 4%, and 2% will go straight now without any vesting to all platform users up to the 18th of March. So those are around 180k wallets, and you will not have to pay any gas fees. They cover the complete gas fees for us, and we can just claim our tokens from this airdrop. And the other 2%, which I just mentioned, will go as planned. So ESMP vested over 30 days. And if you were active on the platform, you qualified for this airdrop, you just had to do at least one swap. They made this in tiers. So the first tier is, for example, from 0 to 0.01 BTC. Second tier is from 0.01 BTC to 0.1 BTC. And the last tier, which is the biggest allocation, will be from 0.1 BTC to 1 BTC. Of course, the more you trade it on the platform, the higher your token allocation will be in the end, which is, in my opinion, quite fair. Then we, of course, also want to talk about the IDO in case you want to participate, because I'm definitely interested in participating in this. And this will take place on the Merlin starter platform. And they provide a total allocation of 6%, as I already mentioned, which are 1.26 billion tokens. The token price will be at 0.001 U, they call it here. I'm not sure what this is, if this U just stands for unit, but I'm sure they will clarify before the presale takes place, which again will start on March 25th at 11 AM UTC plus 8 time, and it will end 48 hours later. And the assets you can use to participate in this presale, this will be a subscription model, is BTC, then the MBTC, so the wrapped version, then Huhu and Voya. So that's what I was talking about before. You have another use case for these meme coin assets, and they are splitting those allocations by 1/3 for each of them. So this is a subscription model where you can just log in your funds, and then it depends on how much the overall subscription amount was. You will get the allocation of the token amount they provide for the pool. And then after the IDO is over on the 27th of March, you will be able to claim your MP token as well as your refund token from the subscription model. And if you never heard about Merlin Starter, this is the IDO platform. Looks very old, to be honest. So what you want to do here is, of course, connecting your wallet, that it says your wallet is connected. Then, for example, you can already see your star points amount, because Merlin Starter will, of course, also have their own token, which you can already farm for, which I showed you in previous videos. And there is also a giveaway ongoing for the MerlinSwap token. So you just want to click on Airdrop and join these campaigns to get a chance to get a free token amount. So you just want to click on MerlinSwap, and then you just do those social tasks over here that you tick all the boxes, and maybe you get a free allocation here as well. And on the 25th, there will be, of course, if you jump onto the launchpad, a button or a section for MerlinSwap where you can participate and log in your funds to get your hands on some of those tokens. That's it for today's overview. If you like these informations, feel free to hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with what's going on Merlin chain, this is the right channel for you, because I release videos on such topics on a daily basis. So just hit the subscribe button, and then we will meet in the next video. See you then.